All right, iPad Pro 12 inch. This is my quick take. The iPad Pro 12 inch on the Magic Keyboard. Ooh, look at how it floats. So nice, so nice. Now, I would say this is a very well built device. We'll be talking about both of these, and this is just my quick take and what I think about it. And I'll be talking about it from the perspective of, is this a laptop killer? Quick answer, no, it's not. Apple was right, like I said, your next laptop is not a laptop. Going into this purchase, that was the main reason why I got this. Well, this is a device that I can use as a laptop replacement. This is not a laptop, it's an iPad. And make sure of that. If you're going into this with the expectation that you're going to be getting a laptop, well, you're out of luck. That's not what you're going to be getting. You're getting a very capable device, but it's a unique device that has its own perks and benefits. It has benefits that you don't get with a dedicated laptop. But once again, if you're coming with it from the perspective that you want some of the functionalities that you get in a laptop, in this device, you're not going to get that. Here are top 3 qualms. Let's not say qualms, that sounds lame. Here are top 3. Is that even the right word?
Yes.
All right. Here are my top 3 complaints with this. Now, with the keyboard functionality, not the keyboard, the trackpad functionality, it is nice that it's supported. Very nice. You know, it makes interacting with the device. It makes interacting with the device a lot easier. You can navigate with it quite well. You know, you have your options for pulling through. You pull down here and you do this. So it's quite nice because you're able to interact with the device in a more traditional way like a laptop. But the downside is when you're on different applications, and I notice this a lot because I use YouTube a lot. When you're on an application like YouTube, traditionally what you'll do with the keyboard, the trackpad or your mouse is you just click to play. You can move around and interact with the actual video itself. You don't really get that with this device, and it's quite frustrating for me when I think I'm going to get that response when I click with the mouse, but it doesn't respond. Initially, I thought it was just something I was doing. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It's so inconsistent to the point that I just touch the screen now. So the other part that I feel like is lacking from the not keyboard, but from the perspective of being a laptop replacement is the file functionality. Going through the device and kind of seeing, well, what files do I have on here? I feel like it's not as intuitive. It might be more intuitive if you're not familiar with it, and it could just be that I'm used to the computer system, laptop system, that it makes it less intuitive, if that makes any sense. But it's something you can get used to, just kind of like the trackpad. But it's these little bit of inconsistencies that just frustrate the process and make you realize, no, this isn't a laptop replacement, it's an iPad. What's really good about this, though, I would say the iPad transforms into a completely different device when you have this Magic Keyboard on here. I will say that. Ever since I got this Magic Keyboard on there, it's been a different device for me. Using it without it, it just feels completely different because the way you interact with it changes dramatically. You just want to type when you're on this. And I've typed on this a whole lot, and I think this keyboard experience is top notch. It's one of the best, not one of the best, but it's on par with some of the best that you'll get. It makes it feel more like you're doing more laptop-y type of work on there. In terms of processor, speed, power, all of that, I don't find any hiccups. The apps, I don't like the way they are sometimes, especially with photo editing. You know, you're using more of sliders and stuff like that versus where I'll be using more of my mouse on the laptop. So, you know, it's different. It's different, and it was my fault. It's not Apple's fault. They told me. They told all of us, your next laptop is not a laptop. This is not a laptop. It's an iPad. They told us that, but Here I went into it thinking it was a laptop with laptop expectations, and of course I was disappointed because it didn't function like a laptop. But it sounds like everything is bad and I don't like this, but I do think it's pretty cool though. I think it's good, just not worth the price. Come on now, over $1,000 for this? This is a flex. You don't need this.